Okay, my internet just got disconnected, so that's why I had to restart my router, and then that was the issue. Okay, so I will continue from where I stopped here. Okay, so basically, where we were just like discussing about how we can zoom in and use this hand tool. Okay. Now, once you drag any image, next time you cannot drag it, because next time if you will drag it, what Photoshop will do is that, like suppose if I will go here and drag some other image, maybe this image, if I want to drag it. So if I will drag it, what it will do, it will drag inside this image, okay? This image as a smart object, which actually you don't want. Maybe you want it to be opened inside a new uh, window, okay? So in this case, you have to open this, okay? Or, you know, other ways to do that is, let me check this. There is a shortcut here that no, I think this will not work in this way. So you have to just go and open this file up, okay, by your own. Okay, so I can go back here and sample images, and this image. Okay, so this is how you have to open it. Now, one thing you will notice here is, let me close this. This is an image taken in the studio. Okay, in the university studio, we took this picture of the student, and we used one light. This is 1 point light. So, but what we did was that we used the reflector on this side. So this was affecting this area. Like suppose, you know, how it actually worked was, at this part we have a reflector, and here we have a light source. So the light was coming from here, okay, and then what it was doing, it was hitting on the reflector and going back on her on the sides. So here we have the side lights here. Now for this kind of effects you need to be in a studio. But what if you cannot go to studio and you want to change your photograph image and make it look like you have taken this inside the studio? So for that part, suppose this image, I want to do that. Okay, I want to make her look like she's in a studio. So to do that, we will use masking option heavily here. Okay, first of all, I will make a duplicate copy of this one. Okay, and then I will do one thing here. I will make a new layer, and in this new layer I will put a black color. For example, I will take this bucket tool. In this new layer I will put the black color. So now this is there and behind this image. Now I will take this image, go here inside the properties, and if I want to remove the background of this image, I want only her. So I will click on the remove background. It will analyze the image, and then it will keep the image only and remove the background. Now you can see that clearly it removed the background and it made a mask basically. Okay, now what I want here is that I want to work on this image and bring the brighter part out and darker part in. So if you remember, we studied the curves inside Lightroom, so we have these adjustments. What does the adjustment do? Adjustment does not directly they do not directly work on the image itself. What they do is that they create an adjustment layer. Like if I click here, for example, it will make an adjustment layer here, and this adjustment layer will be affecting whatever is underneath. Okay, but if you want to only affect this one but not the one that are underneath, So you have to click on this option and it will only affect the one which is directly under this adjustment. Now this is the shadow. I will bring the shadow a little bit down, but the whites, the highlight, I will bring it up a bit. Okay. And maybe if I will take this eye, and just like in Photoshop or in Illustrator, you can, oh sorry, in Lightroom, you can do over here as well. Take this part, move it up or down to fix it. I have to reset this, otherwise it will not work the way. So wherever you will see the bright part, like suppose this is like shadow part, you will make it a little darker, like here. And wherever you see bright part, like here, you will make it a little lighter, brighter. Okay, shadow darker and brightness increase it, so that it will become easier for you to work on. Eyes also. Okay, done. Now still it doesn't look like this because there is a lot of shadow over here. So we have to create a shadow over here on the image. To create a shadow, now here you will see that where your the masking will come. So what I will do here is I will then make a new layer and I will take my bucket tool and put a black color over here. Everything will become black. But then I will just reduce opacity of this black and you will start looking at that the image is popping up again. Okay, a bit. I will 76 or maybe 80 or whatever you want. Totally up to you. Let's see how it will look like with 80. Looks fine. Okay. Now I will go here and there are a lot of different like sort of these more like settings giving me different kind of effects here. But I will use multiply basically. Okay, so it will multiply my image with this black color. Now what I will do here is that I will make a mask over here. Now you will see that this curve that I brought it here, it have a mask. Okay, it have, what is this? This is the curve and this is something extra mask. Now there is white color inside the mask. Now white color means the image will be 100, whatever is white area will be 100% visible. Okay, now if I will go back here, take my brush tool, make sure this is black. Okay, and if I will make a cross like this. So here notice it will make a black cross, right? But where I made the black cross, this level is not affecting that area. Why? Because only the area that is white will be affected and any area which is black will not affect it. Now to look it closer, I can go inside this and you can see that this is what I made. Now if I will undo this and draw something like question mark, okay, and then if I will go out, so you will see that question mark there and it is showing that where I made it, that area is not affected. So whatever is black will be not affected and whatever is white will be affected. So here I will create a mask and that mask will be white by default and I will take a brush here, soft round brush with pressure size. Okay, flow I will decrease it. What is the flow? The way my mouse will move over here, like it will not give me effect like 100% effect, a little slow effect or something like that. Okay, I can keep this one as it is, everything as it is. Okay, opacity also I will reduce it, otherwise what will happen, it will make 100% opacity visible and I will get strong result and I don't want strong result. Now click on the mask and I will start painting. Now what I want the effect, I want some shadows to be on her. Obviously the darker part will be the shadows and brighter part I will paint with this black color. So it will start giving me this sort of result. Now first I will do the bright parts. The heavy bright part. Okay. Now what I will do is that I will just go back here, change the opacity to be maybe a little bit more lesser, and start working on the other parts like this. And I will avoid the shadow area as much as possible because I don't want the shadow area to be get affected. Okay, now I will reduce it more, maybe 4, and increase the size of my brush and give an overall touch here. Okay, and then a little bit more and reduce the size to give a final touch to the final area like this part, and especially wherever you have eyes, because eyes, no matter wherever you have the bright or dark areas, eyes are always striked without, because of its liquidity inside, it's reflected more. Okay, and also lips. And there are T-zone. T-zone means this area, and this area. What this area means, because this is more closer to your bones, so when they are more closer to your bones, it produces more highlights. So maybe this one, this, and maybe here, a little bit brighter. And also a cheeks, also the cheeks, because cheeks are also closer to your bones and might produce highlights. Okay. Now what I will do next is that I will do a little bit trick over here. I will go back to my black, and whatever I don't want the highlights, like suppose this part, I will paint over here. So black means it will start removing the like that sorry, white. I took the white and then I started to paint over the white. White means it will start showing back me the black thing. Okay. So if you want to bring back your black background, this one, so use white. If you want to remove that, use black. So this is basically how it will actually work. Okay, now you will get this like sort of a result over here. Now next thing what you can do is that maybe I want more here. Okay, so what else we can do is that maybe I can select it all, and once select the all, you can make a duplicate copy of this by pressing Control D or Control J. Maybe I will press Control D or Control J. It will make a duplicate copy of this, and all of them are separate layers. You can see this is separate, this is separate, this is separate, and I want all of them to be one. So I will go in the layer, okay, and merge layer. So whatever layers are selected will be merged and it will become one. Now this is one, there is no levels, there is no other layers. Now I can simply work with my you know, the dodge and burn tool. So what I will do here is that I will zoom, make a duplicate copy of it and work with on the duplicate. So first I will take the dodge. Okay, in the dodge I will keep the midtones here and value a little bit low. Okay, not too high, otherwise you will have very harsh result. And whatever is the bright area, I will start pushing that. Okay, bright area by means like this eye. and I'll print over here, so it will make those bright areas more brighter. Now this part you can see that is bright. Some wrinkles here are bright. Okay. This is also bright, but it will become too bright, so I will ignore this. Maybe this upper part of the lips. And this lower part of the lips. Okay. But not too much, so. And this highlight of the lips inside. Okay. Then maybe this part of the nose. This part, the eyes. Also the inner eyes. Okay. So, and this. And then what I will do here is that I will start working on the maybe the hair this time. And this part of the neck here. Okay. Now, when you are done with the highlights, okay, like a little bit, I will push here. I will work on the burning on the shadows. So I will choose the shadows here, same value or less, or more or less something like that. And I can go to these darker parts, and I will try to make the darker parts more prominent. Okay, especially the eyeliner, eyebrows, these lines, features of her. Okay. Okay, these parts, but the one that are darker, like this is dark, this is dark, this is dark. What it will do, it will make it more prominent. Okay, this is dark part, this is dark part. The eyelashes, yes. So just like that, we will have something like a studio touch image. Okay, so this is how you actually work with the masking. Okay, so the black will show and the white will not show. So let me hide this one, and you can see before the highlights and all those, the burning and dodging, and after the burning and dodging. Okay, you can see before and after the burning and dodging. And if you want to see the image, this was before and this is after applying that. Okay, so we have to make this merged, otherwise it will not show. Okay, so before and then you can see after. So basically you spend more time over here. You don't do it very quickly, and as we didn't have that time, so that I did it quickly for that purpose. Okay. So that's all for like today, and let's move to the Blackboard here. So I will see you on Blackboard. So I will end the stream now. Okay. So let's meet on the Blackboard now.